Oh, yeah. So is PlayStation VR worth buying in 2022? Let's talk about it. Oh, shit. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to Jay's Gamepad, everybody, and all my fellow G's and gamers out there. Welcome back. So we have just come off the back of PlayStation State of Play, and it was a really good one in my personal opinion. I thought it was really good, but it focused mainly on PlayStation VR2 games, IPs that are potentially going to be coming out for the PlayStation VR2 headset whenever that decides to be, whether it's late 2022, sometime 2023, or who knows, even early 2024. I don't know, because nobody knows right now, just guessing. But anyway, so after seeing all these IPs and stuff, it had me thinking about gamers and people that hasn't experienced the PlayStation VR headset. It actually had me thinking about this baby right here. After watching that State of Play, I could imagine how a lot of people were seeing these games and seeing this experience that has never played this and might be looking into getting into buying this. And it made me start thinking to myself, like, is this worth buying in 2022? Is PlayStation VR a good piece of hardware to go and purchase and play and experience in 2022? Now, like I said, we don't know when the PlayStation VR 2 is going to come out. Anybody's guess. But for anybody that's thinking about picking up one of these, it would be a good opportunity. Why? Because the majority of the people that play on PlayStation ecosystem up to this day are playing on the PlayStation 4 still. But don't worry, even if you don't have a PlayStation 4 anymore and you just own a PlayStation 5, you can still buy this and play it because it is compatible with the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro and the PlayStation 5, so you have nothing to worry about. And like I said, we don't know when the PlayStation VR 2 headset is coming out. We have no idea. So I thought it would be a good idea to do a bit of research and find out how much it really is. How much is it right now? If I want to buy this brand new or secondhand, how much is it going to be? Now, I'm not just talking about the headset and the camera, the base, you know what I mean, like the two accessories that you need to play it. I'm actually talking about the PlayStation VR arm. That's what they call it, but I would say the PlayStation VR gun. But anyway, this, and we're gonna need some move sticks. By the way, these are version 1 move sticks, by the way, and these ain't even mine. These are like one of my friends, my brother, my Nakama Laji. He lent me these and I just haven't bothered returning them since. But anyway, you need these if you want to play it. To get the full experience of playing in PlayStation VR, you need these. I mean, the headset, the camera, the gun, and the move sticks. You need the whole thing. And don't worry, you can play the majority of the games with this anyway. So even if you don't have these things, you can play a lot of the games with your controller. But if you want the full experience, the full immersion with some of these games, then you need all of them. So I went online and I did a bit of research for you, and basically there is a retailer company called Argos over here in London, in the UK, or PC World Curries. Price is pretty much the same thing, to be honest with you. And basically I found out how much it's going to cost if you decide you want to buy this brand spanking new, because not everybody wants to buy it secondhand. Everyone wants their their games and their technology brand new and fresh. So brand new at Argos, if you want to get the PlayStation VR Mega Pack, which comes with like 4 to 5 games, by the way, digital games, you just download them, £200. If you just want the headset and the camera by itself with no games that come with it, you're looking at £170. Really good prices. If you just want to get the Move Motion controllers, they come in pair, brand new, £70. That's how much it's going to set you back, £70. And if you want this bad boy here, brand new, you are looking at £55, brand new. So this is from Argos or PC Curries. Over here in the UK, in London, you know what I'm talking about. The rest of the world, I'm not too sure if you have Argos in America or other places in Europe. I don't know, maybe I'm just being naive. But this is the the prices you can get. And it's really good. Do you know why? Because when it first came out, yeah, just to buy the headset by itself with the camera, with no move stick, no games, nothing else, you're looking at about like £300 to £350. So that's really good price if you want to buy it brand new. So altogether, like I said, if you want the full experience, you need to buy all this together. So I've done the math for you, so don't worry, I've done the math. So if you want it all together and you want the mega pack version with the 5 games, it's £325. So that's everything included, the gun, the move sticks, everything. If you just want the standard version without the games, but you want the gun and the move sticks, then you're looking at £295, which is really good, because like I just said, brand new, just the headset and the camera alone, that's a really good deal. Dilly deals. Anyway, but I'm aware not everyone has got that, you know what I mean, the extra income, you know, the extra resources to actually go and buy all this stuff brand new. Some people might look at 325 or 395 and think that's still pretty expensive, you know what I'm saying? And just to mention, we haven't mentioned games yet. So you might think to yourself, I don't know if I can afford that. Don't worry. For those out there who don't give a damn about buying it brand new, or maybe their pockets ain't that deep, there's places where you can get it from. Over here, again, in the UK, in London, and Europe, because I know it's all over in Europe as well. There's a second-hand place that you can go and buy games. You can trade games in. You can get you can get vouchers and stuff, which is more than selling it. You can put it to an item that you want. Technology, games, PC stuff. This place is called CEX, Computer Exchange. So I'm going to assume, if you live in Europe, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so if you want to buy it second-hand, don't worry, I found it for you. You know what I'm saying? I found it. The price is everything. So right now, as it stands here, second hand from CEX, if you want to get the PlayStation VR unboxed, see, like, this is the thing. If you're buying it from CEX second hand and you buy the headset, you don't get the camera with it. The way they do it is weird, isn't it? They separate everything and they sell it all individually, from the headset to the camera to the move sticks to the VR gun. That's just what they do. It's really annoying. And by the way, the price I'm giving you is for the version 2, the second generation of the VR headset. Don't get the version 1, people. Get the version 2, okay? But it's still cheap anyway. So for version 2 of the PlayStation VR unboxed, it's £65. If you want it boxed, you're looking at £85. You're probably thinking, what? I've got to pay all that difference just to have it in the box. The box is grade A. Sometimes when it's unboxed, it's like grade B. So just so that you're aware of that, innit? That's how CX kind of operates sometimes. It's weird. Anyway, if you want to get the PlayStation VR camera, you're looking at £28. Okay, and if you want to get the VR Move controllers, version 1, because this is what these are, you're looking at £28 individually. So do the math times 2. But if you want to get the version 2 of these, then it's £35 for one of these. And if you do the math, it's basically £70. So you have a choice whether you want to go and buy it brand new from Argos or PC World Curries, or you can get it second hand. But you know, it's entirely up to you. But maybe that's one of the beauties of the fact that how CX sell their stuff individually, which I think is kind of annoying. But you could look at it from a different way and think, oh, that's cool. Maybe I don't have to get the move sticks from them. I can go buy it somewhere else. Brand new, same price. Why not? Last but not least, we've got this. They are selling it, CX are selling it for £22. Yes, £22. Now, I have done the math and I have broken it down into 4 different categories, okay? Mainly to do with these Move controllers, because these are version 1s, and you know, you can get version 2s and the prices slightly differ, and you might actually struggle to get these like version 1s or version 2s in general. So that's why I've broken it down in 4 different categories. So the first one is boxed. If you want it boxed with everything included, with the second generation Move controllers, not the first one, the second generation, you're looking at £205, okay? Everything version 2, even the controllers. The boxed with the version 1 controllers, you're looking at £191. So that's everything, the gun, the controller, the headset, the camera. But the version 1 Move sticks, these babies, you are looking at £191. And that's really good prices. It's really good prices. Now, if you don't care about the box and stuff, because some people just don't. I do, because I like to sell my things. You know what I mean? Like, well, not to sell it, but I like to have the option to sell things. And you always get more money when it's boxed anyway. If you don't care about the box, then you can pick up the unboxed version for £185 with the version 2 Move controllers with the gun, the camera, everything. Yeah, £185. Really good price if you don't care about boxes. Again, if you don't care about boxes, you can also get for £171 everything I just mentioned, but you get the version 1 Move controllers. So I say all this to say, yeah, that you can get it really cheap to get into this. I mean, to get into the VR ecosystem. You know, gateway, because to be honest with you, this was a gateway for me. Before I played the Oculus Quest 2 and other was it VR experience, this was the first thing that I ever played and experienced. This got me hooked into VR, you know what I'm saying, like into the Matrix, Ready Player One, you know what I mean, Ready Player One, baby, one of my favorite films, by the way. Anyway, so I also have made a list of what I think are the best VR games, period. The best VR games. Now clearly there's going to be others and other games that you can try and experience, but these are like the most popular games and my most favorite games that I have played and experienced. And some of these titles, you can download demos for them on the PlayStation Store and you can play them, so you don't have to buy them. You can download them, play a demo, and decide whether you want to go and buy them. But let me go through the list, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the prices of every single game that I mentioned of these games, but they're from Computer Exchange, second-hand prices, second-hand games. So if you like physical media but you don't care whether it's brand new but you want to get second-hand, or you might not have the money, then I'm going to break it down. These are the cheapest prices, okay? So PlayStation VR World, second-hand, £8. Now for anybody that gets one of these and starts to play it, PlayStation Worlds is a really good experience. They have loads of different experiences, mini games for you to play, you know, that showcase the technology of the headset and the controller and the move sticks and the gun. Really good. So I recommend for somebody that's first getting into VR, their first experience, if you can, pick it up. If you can't pick up PlayStation VR World, then you can go to the PlayStation Store and probably download it. So I don't know, maybe you might be able to get it cheaper, who knows. Anyway, second on the list is Astrobot Rescue Mission, second hand, £6. This game is one of my favorite games, VR games of all times. I didn't think that I would even like a game like this, but it's so good and so much fun. Astrobot Rescue Mission is a PlayStation exclusive game. It's such a beautiful game. Go and pick it up, £6. Next on the list is Resident Evil 7. Now this game came out, I think it came out around about the same time as when the VR headset first came out. Or if it didn't, I think it was like the first game that you could play from beginning to end in VR, as well as play it normal. So, you know, for those that might not be aware, that has only played Resident Evil 7 normal on the PlayStation 4, you can play the whole game from beginning to end on the VR headset. I swear it's on the box as well. It says like you play the whole game on VR. Anyway, but so good, the immersion, the experience, so good. So the next game on the list is Res Infinite, second hand. It's not cheap. You're looking at £40-50 if you want a hard copy. You can get way cheap on the PlayStation Store between, I don't know, £10, £15, but it's such a godlike game. It's such a beautiful experience, the music, everything. Go and pick up. You can't go wrong. For those that love Marvel and Iron Man, you can get Iron Man VR secondhand for £18. It is such a cool experience. You know, you actually feel like you're in the Iron Man suit. You fly around. It's such a beautiful experience. You know, so good. And there's a demo of this as well, so you don't have to go and spend £18 if you don't want to. You can go and try it, but it's such a good game. Recommend you go pick it up. But for my fellow Star Wars fans, you know, we've got Star Wars Vader Immortal. Secondhand, you can pick up for £15. This game is godlike. If you've always dreamed of being a Jedi or a Sith with a lightsaber, this is the game for you. This game is so much fun. It's not that long, it's like 3 episodes. I think it accumulates to around about maybe half an hour, 45 minutes gameplay, but it's such a really cool experience. The fact you get to play and feel like you're a Jedi, you can use force abilities, everything. Such a godlike game. So go and pick this game up if you love Star Wars. Also, we've got another Star Wars game, Star Wars Squadron. If you've always envisioned you being in an X-Wing or a TIE Fighter, my mind went, like, I was frazzled for a minute. This is the game for you. You can play the whole game from beginning to end normally, or you can play the game from beginning to end in VR, just like Resident Evil. It's such a good game. It's such a good experience. If you love like flight simulations and Star Wars and being a fighter pilot and X-Wings and stuff like that, this is the game for you. So good, you know what I'm saying? Like £8 second hand. Come on now, it's not a lot of money, is it? Next, we've got No Man's Sky Beyond. Hello Games, you know what I mean? They revived themselves, they resurrect themselves, and they elevate themselves to another level by adding a VR feature that allows you to play the whole game from beginning to end in VR. Now, I've played it, I've experienced it. I haven't played it in depthly or entirely. It's a cool game. It's a really good experience. Recommend that if you love to explore the galaxy, different planets and so forth and so on, this is the game for you, especially when you're experiencing and playing it through this baby right here. So next on the list is Doom VR, second hand, £6. If you play Doom or Doom Eternal, you get to play the whole game in VR. Doom, oh, it's so cool, and you get dual wielding. It's really cool as well, so definitely pick that up. And the violence as well, the immersion and violence, the gore, beautiful, if you're into them type of things. We've also got Farpoint, which is a futuristic space game. I won't go too much into it, but like Doom Eternal and Farpoint, the immersion, the best experience, you play with this. Okay? Yes, you can play it with your controller. You could even play it with the move sticks, but you play it with the VR gun if you want the best immersion, the best experience. Game's £3. Second hand, £3. Peanuts. You know what I mean? Probably buy a sandwich for that. Oh no. Anyway, Firewall 0 Hour, second hand, £4. Peanuts again. But I will add, you need internet, you need PlayStation Plus to play this game. You can't play this game by itself, only online with other people that's got a VR headset. And it's multiplayer, and it's so much fun. If you like online multiplayer games, shooters, then this is the game for you. So much fun. We've also got Blood and Truth, second hand, £8. If you love the London gangster vibe and stuff like that, this is the game for you. Was it anybody that's played Gangs of London? Imagine playing that, but like in VR. That's basically what this game is. It's so immersive, so much fun, so good. We've also got Hitman 3. You can pick up for £28 second hand. This game is so cool because you can play the whole game from beginning to end again in VR, and the graphics and the gameplay and the assassinations and the things that you can do is so godlike. The immersion is beautiful. It's beautiful. If you love racing games, we've got Wipeout Collection, second hand, £6. You can play the whole game from beginning to end. Normally, again, beginning to end in VR. It's such a good game. If you love futuristic racing games with wonderful techno music, live action, battles and stuff with weapons while you're racing, then this is the game for you. If you play Wipeout, then imagine playing it in VR. You're in the cockpit. This is the game. This game is so good. One of my favorite VR games, PlayStation VR games, to be honest with you. Next on the list, we've got Drive Club VR, second hand, £10. Now, I'm going to say that if you're going to get this, make sure you get the VR version. The VR version has got a blue case, and the standard version's got a red case. Make sure you get the blue case, okay? This is other than Wipeout, this is the first just driving game that you can play from beginning to end. Full games, full tracks, full cars, full everything. This game looks amazing, plays amazing. The immersion, you're in the car, you're driving it, you can look in the mirrors and stuff. The immersion is crazy. It is crazy. And the game looks and plays so good. But if you want something if you want a driving simulation that looks slightly better, that feels more authentic, then we've got Gran Turismo Sport, second hand, pick up for £8. Now, I mentioned this here, and I will say that when this game first came out, it had a VR feature where you could basically do like a time race, or you could race on a few tracks. It wasn't a lot. I think it might have been like 8 to 10 tracks. I can't remember now, but it wasn't a lot. But they've done a lot of updates, and they've invested into it, and it is way more bigger. You can go to the car exhibitions, the galleries, look at your cars in VR. So cool. You got way more tracks you can race on. So many tracks. You got different racing features and options. That you can race in and do competitions and stuff. It's really, really good. Now, it's not the whole game from beginning to end, because Gran Turismo Sport is a massive game. You can't play the whole game, but what they've added to the VR feature is so worth just buying this game for £8 if you just want to experience it in VR. So these are all the what I think are the best PlayStation VR games that I've played and experienced. I strongly recommend you go and pick this up. This is all from secondhand. You can probably go to online retailers, pick up a lot of these games, you know, brand new hard copies for the same price or maybe a little bit cheaper, but you know. But if you decide to basically get into, you know, PlayStation VR and you buy it secondhand, you can easily pick up 5 to 10 games and you're spending under £350, what it would have cost just for this and the camera alone. One was it back in the day when it came out, so you can, you know what I mean, like it's really cheap. Like 2022 right now is a really cheap and best time to get into PlayStation VR. Warm up to it, you know what I mean, adapt to it, get used to it, prepare for what's about to come in a year, 2 years time with PlayStation VR2. And like I said, this is compatible with PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4 Pro and the PS4, so whatever console you've got, you can play it, you can experience it. What I would say, make sure you get the version 2 of all these accessories and stuff. You know, the technology, they've tweaked it and stuff. You know, you got this, like on the version 1 you don't have the headphones, like you have to use your own headphones, but they come with their own headphones, so that's really cool. So it's really handy. So I recommend that you get version 2 headset. Anyway, so what I would do is that in the comment section down below, I'm gonna put a link to all of the sites where you can get brand new secondhand, and I'll even put the sites of where I get my games from in general, like, you know, with Shop2Net, the game collection. Like there's a handful of sites that I go to buy my games, whether it's VR games or you know, just normal PlayStation 4 games or whatever. Really good website, really good competitive prices, really cheap and stuff. So, and this is if you like hard copies of games, okay? Like I said before, if you don't mind buying it digitally, then you can go on the PlayStation store, you can download it. It might even be cheaper, but I'm a strong believer of buying and having physical content, physical media for my collection mainly. And like I said before, if if you get into a place where you're strapped for cash and you need some money, you can, you know, you can put it back in the box and you can resell it, you know. So it's always got that resale value, where the digital content doesn't have that. It doesn't. So, but again, it's your choice, and it's what's easier or convenient for you and what's cheaper for you, to be honest with you. So I guess the question to ask is it really worth buying PlayStation VR in 2021 when we've got potentially the PlayStation VR2 come now in over a year, 2 years maybe? Who knows when it comes out? No one knows. Is it worth it? And in my personal opinion, it is definitely worth it. It is so worth it. If you've never played PlayStation VR before, or if you've never even experienced or played VR before, and you own a PlayStation and you love the PlayStation ecosystem, then this is the headset for you. Beautiful. Anyway, so I hope this video was informative. I hope you learned a lot. I hope it helped you to make a decision whether you want to buy it or not, or even with certain games. I don't know. I hope it's helped in some shape or form. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe and hit the bell notification if you like man's content or any of my content. You can also hit me up on the social, Twitter, Instagram and Twitch, Jay's Gamepad across the board. You ain't got to tap, press anything else but that. And also, if you want to find me on PlayStation, then my gamer name is MrGhostProtocol. So I guess I will see you and speak to you real soon. Let's get back into the Matrix, baby. Oh, take my glasses off. Let's get back into the Matrix. Ready Player One, let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go.